What's going on, everybody? We're going to go ahead and do this set of problems here on the front together in terms of being able to make the connection with some of these questions. I'm going to try to break this down as much as possible. I'm going to look specifically at the first two problems here first, so I can really hone in on not necessarily the whole picture, not every state, not every car, not every time, but specifically the first two questions. So in the first question, we're going to go ahead and prove that the Mustang was rented to the customer with the Kentucky license plate. So we're going to prove that the Mustang was rented to the customer with the Kentucky license plate. So with that being said, I think we have this large grouping. I think there's like 6 different statements right above here that we're going to look at. And there's a lot of things going on. So my recommendation to you is to take a moment, pick up a colored pencil or a highlighter, and let's go ahead and let's highlight every single time we see the word Mustang or Kentucky. So the Mustang was rented out a half hour. It's obviously right there in the first one. The second one, we have the X6 and the GLS. That doesn't have anything there. Talking about the Camaro in the third one. Fantastic. But not for us. Customer from Michigan came at 5:45. We're not talking about that. Customer in a GLS that came at 6:30. Not for us right this moment. And then the Mustang and the GLS went to customers from the 2 southernmost states. So we again see the phrasing Mustang. And then, so we have a little bit of ammo here to work with in terms of what we're talking about with why would this be the Mustang with Kentucky. All right, so I would go straight to that last one in this scenario because we know we have 4 states. We have Michigan and Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky. Might have to pull out a map. I'm not sure about that. But we know from the very last clue that we have here that the Mustang is one of the 2 southernmost states. So the Mustang is either, at this point, Tennessee or it's Kentucky. By the way, TN is the abbreviation for Tennessee, and KY is the abbreviation for Kentucky. All right, so from that scenario right there, how can we go ahead and take a look and kind of gather some information based off that? So now what I'm doing is I've kind of opened up my search a little bit because I've narrowed this down to either being Tennessee or Kentucky. So can I go back into those statements? Can I go back and figure out, hey, is there any way to figure out any information about Tennessee or Kentucky? So it does say in the very first sentence, the Mustang was rented out a half hour before the arrival of the customer with the Tennessee license plate. And we see a little bit of differentiation there because if the Mustang's going to be rented out a half hour before the person with the Tennessee license plate came, that means it can't be from Tennessee. So it can't be from Tennessee because we're saying the Mustang was rented out a half hour before that customer came. So because it can't be Tennessee, it was rented a half hour before that Tennessee license plate showed up. That means we have enough ammo here to let ourselves know that indeed it was Kentucky that was the location where the Mustang was rented out from.